Hello everyone, welcome to Absolute Geography. Here we take your geography understanding from classroom to continents. In this video, we will learn about the mountains and plateaus of India. When we study mountains of India, we divide them into two categories. First, northern mountains, that is the ones that are lying in the north. This is basically included the Himalayan system. And second, we have the mountains lying in the peninsular India. And then we have the plateaus. Starting with the mountains in the north, also known as the northern wall, these are the highest and the youngest mountains in the world. These act as a natural border of India and are also one of the most important factors that is influencing the climate of India. Himalayan mountain system is composed of three major ranges: Himadri, Himachal and Shivalik. Starting with the innermost and the highest range of Himalayas, also known as the Greater Himalayas, Inner Himalayas or the Himadri. This is the highest range in the Himalayas and the width is of about 25 kilometers. It extends from west to east for about 2400 kilometers. It is home to some of the most important peaks in the world, such as the Mount Everest, you must have heard about it, and is also the source of the rivers like Ganga and Yamuna. Next, we have Middle Himalayas, also known as Lesser Himalayas or the Himachal. It lies south of the Greater Himalayas and runs parallel to it from west to east. These are lesser in height and the width is of about 80 kilometers, and they are especially known for their valleys that are present and the hill stations. You must have heard about the Kashmir Valley and Shimla. These are very famous places and all are lying in Middle Himalayas. Moving on to the third range, these are the outermost ranges of Himalayas known as Outer Himalayas or the Shivaliks. This is the youngest range among the three of the ranges and is also the shortest because it is young and is still in the process of formation. The width is of about 10 to 50 kilometers only. It is made up of loose sediments and is famous for its narrow valleys. This is different from the Middle Himalayas. They have proper valleys, and in Outer Himalayas they have narrow valleys which are known as dunes. You must have heard about the Dehradun, which is one of the most important one. Now moving south, let's take a look at the peninsular mountains. These are old fold mountains and hence lower in height because they have lowered in height due to continuous erosion for a long period of time. We'll take up from the Aravalli ranges. Starting with Aravalli mountains. These are the ones of the oldest mountain ranges in the world. They are running from northeast to southwest direction. They extend from Ahmedabad to Delhi. From northeast, you can see it is this side extending to the southwest. Next is Vindhya range, running in the west to east direction in central India. These mountains mark the traditional boundary between North India and South India. Then moving on, we have the Satpura range. This runs parallel and just south of the Vindhya range. Together Vindhya range and the Satpura range, they are forming the Narmada Valley. Then we have Western Ghats. These are not exactly mountain ranges, but these are the fault escarpment. It was formed when the Madagascar area broke and separated from the Indian plate. So the broken part that is left behind, that is forming the Western Ghats, and because of this reason on the western side it is very steep. The slope is very steep because it broke from another part, and on the eastern side it has gentle slope. Then moving towards the east, we have Eastern Ghats. These are lower in height and are discontinuous. Unlike the Western Ghats. See, the Western Ghats is a continuous line, but Eastern Ghats, it is broken at multiple places. Moving further south, we have Nilgiri Hills, which form the junction between the Western and the Eastern Ghats. It is famous for its tea plantations and hill stations like Ooty. So these are the major mountains of the north and the south which are in your syllabus, and they actually come for the map work. There are many other smaller hills and mountains which we have not studied here because they are not in your syllabus right now. So now we can move on to the plateaus. This is the oldest part of India. Geologically, it is the part of the Gondwana land which came from the Pangaea, the supercontinent. The plateau is divided by Narmada and Tapi trough into different parts. First one, Malwa Plateau, lies in the northwest of the Vindhya range. It is composed of hard rocks like granite and is rich in black soil. Then we have Bundelkhand Plateau. It is an extension of the Malwa Plateau and lies between Narmada and Yamuna rivers. This too is composed of granite. Then we move on to Chota Nagpur Plateau. It is located in Jharkhand and parts of Chhattisgarh and West Bengal, and it is known as the mineral heartland of India as it is very rich in coal, iron ore and manganese. Lastly, we have the largest one, that is the Deccan Plateau. Triangular in shape, it is the largest plateau of India and covering much of the south. Bounded by Eastern Ghats in the east, Western Ghats in the west, Satpura range and Vindhya range in the north. It is rich in black soil and minerals like iron. So these are the major plateaus that are in your syllabus about their location, and for details we will slowly and gradually cover it in further videos. That's all for this lesson about mountains and plateaus of India, which is one part of the physiography of India. We will cover plains, deserts and islands in the next video. So don't forget to subscribe to Absolute Geography to stay tuned.